Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your March horoscopes here, your love and your general overview. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners. You'll get to decide between a free reading or a free healing session. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. You guys who follow me on Instagram already know I'm at Urban Soul Guru, but I'm thinking of possibly merging my Urban Instagram with my private songwriter page. You're more than welcome to follow me there too, at Tony Writes Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. But let's jump into your horoscopes now and see what's in store for March. Hey Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Scorpio general overview, March 2020. Scorpio general overview, March 2020. I'm hearing nostalgia. I feel like somebody is trying to circle back or has possibly circled back during the retrograde, and they're using some nostalgia against you. I'm hearing possibly like a buddy from college from way back when, somebody who maybe you worked at a particular company with for quite a long time. Sort of like Spirit saying pulling at the heartstrings. There's some sort of nostalgia there. Some sort of Spirit saying an intimate experience. So that makes me think that this could pertain to love as well. This isn't your love reading quite yet. Somebody's sort of using something nostalgic, I don't want to say against you, but they're trying to. So be careful with anybody circling back or who has circled back during the retrograde. I don't feel like they're meant to stay in the picture. If you get offered a job opportunity by said person during the retrograde, wait until the end of the month before you give any sort of a decision, or at the very least wait until the 15th, because you have to factor in retrograde plus the shadow period, okay? Let's get a little bit more clarity for you here. Scorpio, general overview, March 2020. Ground yourself. I don't know. I just heard someone's pacing. I don't feel like that's your energy. I feel like somebody around you is anxious, and even though you may not be showing it, it's making you anxious. Your mind, you feel it mentally, but it's starting to show up in like physical symptoms for you. Not for all of you, Scorpio, but it feels like you need to ground your energy, but not just ground. You need to cleanse that energy right out of your space. This could be somebody from the past. I feel like there is a tie between like a friendship and a workspace. Friendship and work, something overlapping, personal life and work life here. That person, it feels like they're making you really anxious. So pay attention to those signs. Just because you had a great friendship with somebody way back when, if they show up and they're causing you anxiety now, all those great memories, it doesn't take anything away from the great memories to acknowledge that maybe this person isn't healthy enough to be in your life anymore. I do feel like you already have that clarity. I just keep hearing nostalgia. This could be family. This could be family too. A family member that you distance yourself from because they make you really anxious, coming back into the picture, and you're like, okay, I don't even know what to do with this. I don't know how to have healthy boundaries because there could be some guilt there. Feeling like you have to entertain this person, you have to allow them, and you have to help them. But Spirit's saying you don't, okay? Make sure you have healthy boundaries this month. So we have two cards that pop to follow this. We have Daydream, center of the reading, and then we have Fresh Air. I'm going to focus on Fresh Air first. We'll go back to Daydream. This goes hand in hand with Ground Yourself, okay? Ground yourself as well if you are daydreaming a little too much, making sure that what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to accomplish is grounded all the way down into the physical realm, because I am feeling a little bit of a disconnect, but that feels like that's happening because of anxiety. I feel like we become ungrounded through anxiety when something is a catalyst for our thoughts to race, okay? So you may not even recognize that that's anxiety. It may be really happy, beautiful thoughts like, I love daydreaming about that, and I just wish that could happen, and one day I'm going to do that, and universe, I'm manifesting it now, but there's like too much of it. I I feel like somebody's triggering that though. There's definitely someone external around you this month. They're going into the month. They're anxious and their energy, I don't know, they need to be kept at arm's length or something. It could be an air sign, Scorpio. You could be dealing with an anxious air sign. That shouldn't surprise you. But Spirit is saying you need fresh air and you need to cleanse the air, so sage, okay? Now, if you can ground these daydreams, instead of just daydreaming, but actually utilizing law of attraction, okay? Spirit's saying that daydream, that is a form of law of attraction, but to ground that intention, do something physical, like print out a picture and put it up on a vision board somewhere, write down in a manifestation journal, like have something physical and tangible, something that you can see in the physical realm that is more than just the daydream. It feels like you need it. It also feels like it's going to bring whatever it is that you are trying to manifest into the picture more quickly. But I keep hearing something about a job offer. And to hesitate with the job offer. The energy here just isn't right quite yet, especially coming in to the beginning of March, especially the first half. So ground yourself, clarify by energy work. Some of you just need to get some energy healing done, some energy cleansing done. If you know how to do this for yourself, get this done. I really, really think you need to sage. Sea salt baths will help for sure, but Spirit's showing the air. You need to clear the air around you, sage your home and open your windows and get some fresh air. Do get some energy healing done. Energy healing is also another way to take what is spiritual, what is a thought, what is the emotional, and bring it down into the physical realm. I feel like some energy healing can also help manifest some positive things into the physical realm for you too. But the primary message coming through energy work here is to get some energy healing done. Energy just feels a little off. It's not going to be off all month though. This is more beginning of March. Once you do cleanse, okay, Spirit's also saying acceptance too. There's some sort of acceptance needed, especially in regards to whoever this person is who might be anxious, who might be from the past, who really shouldn't stick around. Once you move past all of that energy, not only is there peace, but I am feeling Spirit just said like a creative jolt, like creative inspiration, but like a jolt of creativity. You get the momentum back. You get back into divine flow in a really beautiful way. The energy cleansed around you from within and around you, especially the air around you. It eliminates blocks. Whoever this is, whatever this is making you anxious or that kind of experience like anxiety, something distracting possibly, something that's ungrounding you. All of a sudden, you have this really powerful momentum forward, and it's night and day. Okay, clarifying fresh air, we have reward yourself. Spirit's trying to bring something in here, Scorpio. I'm feeling really strongly. Clarify by reward yourself. Once you do all this acceptance and this grounding and energy healing, do this as early on in the month as you can, because look where you wind up. You need to reward yourself for your hard work, but Spirit's saying, we're trying to reward you, Scorpio. We're trying to reward you. We're trying to reward you with time, but we're trying to bring in a reward in the physical realm. If you are trying to manifest a new job, a new opportunity, it's going to come through. But you have to do this cleansing and some energy work around it. It's just a little too, Spirit's saying like cluttered. It's like this cluttered, anxious. It's almost too electric. It's not working in your favor, but that energy is going to shift. Spirit's saying around the 9th or the 10th, that's when Mercury goes direct, is the 10th, okay? So by the time you get to mid-month, momentum forward, you should feel this energy lift, but just make sure, especially if you don't get energy healing done, you don't do some sort of energy cleansing, which you really, really should. Spirit's really urging you to do. If you don't do that early in the month, or if you're seeing this later in the month, yeah, that energy is going to lift, and there's going to be a shift toward a little more positive, a little easier, more grounded energy, but it feels like something's still going to linger, especially in the air. Just so simple. Buy some sage on Amazon or a spiritual shop near you. Just sage your home and open your windows a little bit. I'm also feeling like children may need an air purifier. Children may need an air purifier, especially if they have asthma or something respiratory going on. This could also pertain to a pet. I know we don't normally think of those kinds of symptoms in animals, but they suffer from allergies and respiratory things too. So pay attention. There's something in the air quality. For some of you, it's not just energy. It's an allergy or something in the air. So an air purifier. Crowning this is relationships. Spirit just said relationship with yourself. But it could be a relationship with family, with a friend, somebody from the past, sort of supercharged everything around you. On the surface, it looks and feels or appears to feel really positive because you're nostalgic and you have these amazing memories. But if you're really paying attention to how you feel, is this person really of the highest good to be around you? Or Spirit just said maybe meet them out somewhere. Don't let them into your home. Okay? Law of attraction, bottom of the deck here. Energy healing, cleansing before you try to attract, before you get back to law of attraction, just so that you have space for it and roadblocks and things have been removed. But this is about law of attraction in a more grounded way. Have something physical, tangible, a vision board, something like that, to help facilitate what it is that you're trying to manifest at this time. Relationship with self, Spirit said to prioritize it. Okay, let's jump in to love. Scorpio in love. March 2020. Scorpio in love. March 2020. Spirit just said newlyweds. Congratulations if there are newlyweds out there. It's almost, well, if you think of newlyweds, right, it's the honeymoon phase of a relationship. It can be. I'm feeling a lot of beautiful energy around new love. For those of you in committed relationships, a renewal of love. It feels like vacationing together. You need to be by water. I feel like Scorpio is detached from water, and you need that. You need more water in your life to see water, even if you have to meditate to visualize it. Do a meditation where there are ocean sounds or something in the background, like a guided meditation. For whatever reason, there's a link to that and a renewal of love and committed relationships. So let's get a little bit more clarity. Scorpio and love. Chemistry. Spirit said, like a shock of energy. Not that it's necessarily emotionally shocking that there's so much chemistry, but it's like a hit of electricity or something like that. Like there's this incredible chemistry that is almost shocking to your system, or a shock to your system in the best way. That is a positive message. I'm hearing intellectual chemistry fuels the physical for you this month. To me, that's creating something together, that's brainstorming together, that's debating together. There's a lot of conversation there. So try to make time for that. Past life relationship, that's soulmate energy, center of the reading. But it's interesting because I'm feeling like a progression of like a lower level soulmate, like the fleeting soulmate, the more difficult soulmate that you know isn't of the highest good to stay. I see that progressing into something. That person may be stepping out of the picture, having already stepped out of the picture. Somebody new showing up, and it's a much higher vibing situation for you. Romantic feelings following this. Spirit just said, Scorpio or Scorpio's partner is falling in love. Somebody's falling in love, and I say that in a card flow. Let me get this. Scorpio, I'm saying falling in love, and this like flew across my room very soon, okay? This clarifies chemistry. You will fall in love with the one that is not just beautiful, that isn't just limited to physical chemistry, but somebody who can get into your mind, somebody who you can debate with, somebody who has their own opinions and they don't just yes you to death. That is so attractive to you right now, Scorpio, but you are this person for somebody. This is how you're getting somebody else's attention. Conversations. Like, as much as you may have moments where you don't want to be totally open and exposed and you want to be mysterious, I see somebody being able to bypass all of that with you. They respect that about you. They like that about you, maybe at a different time, but someone's trying to get to know you. Someone's trying to like really learn you, and because you know the intentions around that are really pure, not that you're a complete like open book here, but You're more open than usual. Someone's falling in love, and then this flies. There's something really great about new relationships. So again, for those of you who've experienced exes and people from the past show up in a romantic sense this month, that message still applies. They may not be the right person for you. They may be causing anxiety now that there's a reconnection, or just hearing from them causes anxiety. Wait until the end of the month before you decide on any sort of commitment, because Spirit just used the word jolt again. There's like a jolt of chemistry and energy between two people. But in a negative sense, it's like someone jolts you, like someone shocks you in not the best way from the past, okay? If that has happened, if you've been triggered in any way, it's an opportunity to heal. And this is what I was getting. So center the reading message, we come back to the soulmate. This doesn't feel like the high vibing soulmate. This is clarified by healing family issues. Someone may have showed back up, or even if you didn't allow a conversation, you didn't allow someone to show up, you may have heard from them. You may have been able to see somewhere that they were trying to contact you, or through somebody they were asking about you. It's about healing. This has so much more to do with healing than letting somebody from the past back in. It doesn't mean that all of you shouldn't allow partners back in. I feel like if there was any sort of communication prior to Mercury retrograde, it's a little bit of a different story. Just take your time with that. Because I don't know, if you really pay attention to how you feel, I don't know why I keep getting that someone's really anxious. Okay, romantic feelings, attraction. But this is all about the new love. This is all about newness in love too. For coupled Scorpios, there's attraction here. I'm getting Leo for you here. I just heard maybe calling a Leo back into the picture. Again, take your time with that. Someone's falling in love. Spirit's showing me two options, one present, one past. The better energy is in the new. Okay? Crowning the reading. Karma. Karmic healing. More healing. Okay? That's what Mercury retrograde does. That's what soulmates do. Try not to be too triggered or feel too reactive or too upset. Understand that if you are feeling like that, especially at the beginning of the month, that's going to resolve because you're going to be so into somebody new. Bottom of the deck here, we have reconciliation. Oh, wow. I'm going to hold all of these up. Okay. All bottom of the deck cards, reconciliation, control issues, separation. Just be careful. I do think some partners can come back, but you are going to have success if you don't commit during Mercury retrograde. It just doesn't feel like the energy of Mercury retrograde, even if you're not missing signs, even if they are being totally open and authentic with you, the energy is just going to be better around a reconciliation later in the month. Again, I just got the 29th now, so the 29th and the 30th in regards to reconciliations, okay? So don't rush anything. Even if you are trying to call somebody back in, or you want to reach out to somebody, wait until later in the month. Right now, early in the month, it's, I don't know, there's something that doesn't line up for you and a partner. It would be too premature or something. But I do feel like reconciliations for the majority of you are going to be short-lived. It's all about healing. It's all about healing so that you can move on to the healthier relationship with the higher vibing soulmate. Okay, Scorpio, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out. I'm available for private readings for energy healing work. You know, I specialize in energy healing. I'll be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading. But in the meantime, sending you all so much love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.